Hello everyone, so I just kind of wanted to make a little video talking about the new Jack Stalker and the Jack Prowler that Morris Costumes has released, because I know that people have mixed opinions on it, and I just kind of wanted to throw my opinion out there, because, I don't know, he just, how he turned out makes me worried that Halloween decorations aren't gonna be what they currently are for much longer, because I think we all know for a fact that they were way scarier, years back in 2011 or whatever. They were way scarier than they are now, but now I think they're still at a pretty good place. Obviously they're nothing close to what they were back then, but they're not that bad. They're good. In the right setting, they can be scary, but this is just, oh boy, do I have some opinions on these. So there are two versions. One of them has, like a cloak, and then one of them just has legs, and I'll throw in videos of both of them here, so, yeah, you can watch them and just see what you think, so, here they are.
Here comes another fool who thinks it's safe to come so close to us.
Yeah, they must not be very smart.
Well, no matter. I'm sure they have more to offer than just brains.
True. I can sense a delicious soul in there somewhere.
I have a few ideas as to how we get it out. You can't be too careful. There seem to be lots of creeps out tonight.
Yeah, there's one right behind you.
Made you look.
A word to the living, pal.
We are the ones you don't want to turn your back on.
I love a dank, dismal night.
When the bitter winds make your bones crack.
And all our fiendish friends crawl out from their hiding places to terrorize new victims.
Yes, their panicked howls can be heard echoing over the darkening hills.
Drawing even more creatures to them with their cries of pain and fear.
Such wonderful times.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I love this time of year, when the air is cold and the veil to the afterlife is at its thinnest.
Yes, I can hear the voices of the spirits calling out to be released.
And the souls of the living are so bright and vibrant to our eyes, like beacons in the night.
Let's tear open the veil and release our brethren unto the world.
Yes, this night shall be ours. Let the feast begin.
So as you saw from those videos, it's kind of weird, because I like the concept of them having a talking pumpkin and that Grim Reaper kind of vibe. It is a unique and creative concept, which is something that we don't often see from props made by Seasonal Visions anymore, just because they generally stay in the generic category of clowns. And whenever they make a unique idea, they usually overuse it, but I don't think they'll overuse this kind of pumpkin or other character talking to one character kind of design, because obviously that's something that we've seen before, but we've never seen it in this kind of cool pumpkin form, where it's the, I don't really know how to explain it, but you know what I mean, with how it has a light inside that makes it look like the mouse moving. But I do have issues. So my issue number 1 is with Jack Prowler. That's the one with the legs. The legs are a very weird proportion to the rest of the prop because, like, okay, obviously it would be really weird to make Jack Prowler significantly taller, but the legs are just so short. Like, it's incredible. Like, it just looks kind of funny. Like, I think if the legs were taller, it would look really cool because, like, you know, having those thin, kind of slim Slenderman legs can make a prop way creepier. But this is just hilarious. I mean, those legs are just so short, it's just funny, and it just doesn't work. Like, it really just does not work. But my main issue, and this is an issue that I've seen a lot of people have with this prop, and that is, it's weirdly kid-friendly. Like, you have this terrifying-looking Grim Reaper, and then this pumpkin that looks like something that you would see at, like, Walmart. Like, it looks like that Grandin Road dancing pumpkin that sang, like, Monster Mash or whatever. It's so just, like, it's like a smiley, happy pumpkin mixed with this demented Grim Reaper, and it just doesn't work. And even the Grim Reaper, his phrases, he only has, like, I have not seen a single phrase from him that I think is, like, a passable phrase to use in a haunted house. It's just, they're so kid-friendly. Like, it's like something that you would see at, like a cheap haunted corn maze thing, like a pumpkin patch. Like, it's, and then the pumpkin's phrases are even worse because he has, like, that high-pitched, like, gremlin voice, almost. It's really weird. But, it just, well, I don't know if it's quite like a gremlin voice, but you know what I mean? It's such a weird voice, and it almost sounds like they're trying to make a prop that kids won't be scared of, so, like, they'll want to buy it, and the parents will want to buy it to, like, put out on the porch as, like, ooh, Halloween decoration, you know, for the trick-or-treaters. Like, it isn't for a haunted house. And that, I don't know why, that just, it's not good. Like, a prop like this is something that was obviously originally meant as a prop for a haunted house, but as they tweaked it, it just got less and less scary, because I bet you if we saw the original prototype concept for this, like the original one, not the one that they put in the video, but like the first prototype, because usually they're around 2 prototypes, maybe even 3 for props that are gonna, like, for props that they know for sure are gonna get released, and then the second or third one is the one that they show in the video. But I feel like the first one would have probably been way scarier, but they just decided to make it more kid-friendly. I don't know. It just does not work. Like, it just really doesn't work, and it's kid-friendly. Like, I'm just gonna straight up say this. I do not think that Jack Stalker or Jack Prowler are scary. I think that they are made to be a prop that parents or kids will buy and they'll put out on, like, their front porch. I don't think that it's made to be a prop that will be put in the haunted house, and that's what's really sad, because this concept could go really, really well in a haunted house, but they've just decided not to. So, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of it. Yeah. I think it could be so much better, but I just don't think it will. Like, this is, like, the one in the video is gonna be the final one, and there's just nothing that they can do about that. Like, this is just how it's produced, and we can't change that. It's sad, and I definitely will not be picking this up, and I kind of feel like we probably won't be seeing that many people picking this up this year, just because I feel like a lot of opinions that I've seen on this one are very close to mine. But, yeah. The last thing I have to say about this is I think Morris Costumes tried to overhype this one as much as possible, because the twisting clown and, like, the zombie and just all the terrible techie props that had been released, they gave Morris so much backlash and hate from that they were just like, okay, we need to create a prop that people will get excited about, and we'll steer them away from the fact that we're kind of creating shit. And I don't know. it overall does not work. Like, I think as we got closer to the release date of this prop, I think a lot of people started realizing, especially because Jack Stalker, that was, as far as I remember, we saw that before they released Rosemary and stuff. But either way, seeing that Rosemary, I feel like we all should have realized that this probably wouldn't be very good, because even though it's not made by the same company as Rosemary, it's still, Morris Costumes still, like, says, oh yeah, this is okay to distribute to that Rosemary. So, they were just overhyping it. Like, in my opinion, they tried to get us really, really excited about it so that we would forget about all the other crap that they had released, but it just isn't working. So, that's all I have to say about that. If you do enjoy this prop, then that's great, but I just personally don't. I just think that it's a cheap, kid-friendly prop that was overhyped by Morris Costumes and probably should have had way more tweaking to the design before they released it. But yeah, but it's an okay prop. Like, I know I won't be purchasing it, but like, if you're not trying to do a hardcore haunted house, then this would be fine. I'm not gonna get it because this year I'm going to be doing a haunted trail and like a full indoor haunted house if there's no COVID, and I'm gonna try to make the full indoor haunted house like actually scary, so I just can't use this. But I can see, like, if you're trying to do like a haunted pumpkin patch or even for like a theme park, this could work well. But yeah, that's about all I have to say. Thank you all so much for watching.